The number 44 has been worn across the chest of many great football players over the course of history. From immortals such as Heisman Trophy winner Ernie Davis and one of the greatest running backs of all time, Jim Brown, to polarizing figures like Brian Bosworth and even on the silver screen by Forrest Gump. The number is associated with talent within the PBYFL itself, with three-time U.S. national alum Jackson Laudermilk. But in Big Spring, Texas, the number 44 means so much more. You've got Davion Dawson, the reigning varsity defensive player of the year. Robert Evans, who dominated the freshman division as the overall MVP. But this story is about the one they simply call Buddha. Meet Javon Jackson. Javon is what many believe to be one of the next big things in the PBYFL and beyond. Since his arrival in Texas from Louisiana, Javon has spiced up the football world like only one from the Bayou State can do. Steers, Buffaloes, Javon Jackson.
Enough said. There you go. I concur.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow. Just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam. I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen it.
But there is more to the number than meets the eye. A special meaning behind the number that not many know.
Why did you choose the number 44?
Because whenever he had died, we wanted to honor him so we can still keep his number up in the sky. So we chose the number 44, me and my other cousins, for football.
Wade Sims was the 2014-2015 Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year at University High, where he led the Cubs to 3 straight state titles from 2014 to 2016. Sims was entering his junior season at LSU. The 6'6" forward averaged 5.6 points and 2.6 rebounds per game last year with 10 starts in 32 games. Wade loved basketball, family, and his pit bull Buddha, fittingly named after one of his favorite cousins, Javon. Tragically, Sims died on September 28, 2018, after he was shot during a fight involving several men near the campus of another university in his hometown of Baton Rouge.
What does it mean to your family to see him out there wearing the number 44?
It means everything for his family and everything. We was grateful to get number 44.
How did Wade inspire you?
To grind harder.
Where do you want to play at LSU? And why?
Yes, because that's where my cousin went.
Where did you get the nickname Buddha?
Because whenever I was a baby, I was chubby.
Who is your favorite NFL player and why?
Alvin Kamara, and because he's a running back just like me.
How was your first year of Texas football?
Okay.
Okay, why?
Because I beat Matt in the championship.
So how do you feel like Javon did this year?
Honest answer, I thought he fell back from previous years. I think previous years he was better. I think coming from a different state, different neighborhood, that he was intimidated a little bit playing in Texas.
Do you have a particular play that is your favorite?
It's the toss right.
And what is that? Like, what do you do?
The quarterback says hut, and then I go to the right side, and then he tosses it to me.
What are your goals for the upcoming season?
To beat Matt in the championship again.
Your Steers won the JV championship last year to a Hail Mary pass. How excited were you and how nervous were you coming to that game against the Mustangs who beat you earlier in the season?
They cheated us, actually. And I was happy. But whenever I had went to the sideline because we had did a extra point, Coach Angel he told me to go up, and he dropped me on the ground. And then I was just laying there, and he brought me up.
Who was the best player you faced off against this year and why?
It was Tommy Evans,
And why?
and he's fast. He can tackle good, and yeah.
How did it feel being recognized as the offensive MVP this year?
Not good because I wanted to be both.
Javon was selected to play for the West Texas Militia Select Team after the fall season. He was every bit as elite against top talent as he was in the regular season. In the championship game of the second tournament of the West Texas Turf Wars, Javon caught a routine pass out of the backfield and exploded up the sideline, putting his team in position to score and absolutely leveling the Hurricane defender in the process. As he fell to the ground, though, things took a pretty gruesome turn. Javon attempted to brace his fall and in the process dislocated his thumb. The Hurricane coaches alerted the militia sideline in a way that you knew it was serious. Javon walked across the field with his thumb bent in the most awkward direction. Though in obvious pain, Javon walked under his own power to the parking lot, where he was transported to the hospital. Even in the midst of the pain, he would not allow the medical staff to cut off his number 44 jersey.
Why didn't you let them cut your jersey off?
Because I wanted to keep it.
Even though he knew he would be unable to play in the next tournament, Javon kept showing up to practice. His infectious smile and high spirits helped his teammates, some of whom were still pretty shook up about the injury. Javon did not miss the championship tournament, however. He showed up and showed out, playing great on both sides of the ball and ultimately getting his second championship ring. Entering his first year on varsity, the expectations are high for Mr. Jackson. He doesn't let that intimidate him, though.
Last year, you were one of the older boys in the division. This year, you will be one of the youngest out there. Do you think playing the older boys will keep you from getting the same stats you had this year?
No,
And why?
because I'm fast enough and I will blow their head off.
That's all you got. You can't stop me. Got the power, gang. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest.
Javon moves up to varsity this year. Are you guys nervous, or do you think he will go out there and do just as good?
I think he'd be just as good, but this is his first year without me coaching him. So this year I'm allowed back to coaching him. So I think we'll make a big impact with me being in his ear. Instead of I let other coaches work on him, I want them to try something different. But now I get to get back in his ear, so I think he'll be better.
Javon plays multiple sports. How do you think that helps him in football?
I think playing multiple sports for kids would help. For instance, baseball, arm strength. You think a little bit different, and you could take that sport and bring it into football. Same thing with soccer, same thing with basketball. Just bringing more athleticism to different sports.
To Javon, wearing the number 44 is more than paying tribute to Wade Sims. It's carrying the torch forward for a young man taken too soon. Wade had a competitive fire that never will be extinguished, not if Javon has anything to say about it. To learn more about the Wade Sims Foundation, visit wadesims.org. Thank you for watching this PBYFL Player Press Box Spotlight of Javon Buddha Jackson. We will be highlighting more players leading up to the start of the regular season and our weekly shows.